to share these findings of this survey that we did last year, which wherein the respondents who were like people from within the industry and also like investors and other people outside, they felt that, see, about 40% of them felt that homegrown studios will not be able to compete with the foreign studios with deeper pockets and, you know, better resources, worldwide markets and things like that. So that would be my first question to all of you, that do you think homegrown production houses, independent producers, studios?
The short answer is yes. I think homegrown studios and domestic companies will be able to more than compete with Hollywood studios. The reason is that the comparative advantages that Hollywood enjoys around the rest of the world are not necessarily available in India. Let's start with the consumer. If you take the top 10 film going countries by box office, of which India maybe makes it to number 10 and so on. We are the only country in the world where Hollywood share is 5 to 7% for their product, for the English language product. Almost every other country in the world, whether you take England, France, Germany, Russia, Japan, Brazil, Mexico, Hollywood share is upwards of 30 to 40%. And the reason for that is that the Indian consumer is a fiercely domestic consumer. We like our own entertainment. We like watching stories that are rooted within the Indian ethos, culture, and so on. There is a small market for international cinema, but it's not, certainly not as large as some of the other countries have. Secondly, if you actually look at the strengths that, why do Hollywood studios dominate filmmaking? One part of it is resources, and when an average film costs $100 million, it's very difficult for independent producers to be able to go into a mainstream film for $100 million. Not the case in India. An average film or a good big film is within the range of around $10 to $15 million. There is enough capacity in this country to be able to do those films locally. Third advantage that Hollywood studios have is distribution. They can distribute in 60, 70, 80 countries. That advantage is negated in India. There are lots of independent distributors, or the ability of a local company to set up distribution in this country is almost equal to that of a Hollywood studio. And the biggest issue is that in the 100 years that Hollywood has been around, their model has always been creatively develop everything in Hollywood, produce it all over the world, but the creative control is in Hollywood, and then distribute it all over the world. They haven't actually gone and done local production successfully in no country. Not in Japan, not in Brazil, not in Mexico, not in Russia. It's a model that's controlled within the United States. I don't think that that model works with local production in India. You have to be able to understand local production. You have to have local managers. You have to have people who understand the domestic ethos, and their ability to be able to command that is equal to that of a local company. I think that local studios or local companies will continue to compete.